Hi, I'm Amy Aussieker, Executive Director of Envision Charlotte, and you are at the Innovation Barn, which is Charlotte's hub for the transition to the circular economy. And so we are all about sustainability and really trying to find a better future for all of us. So the reason why this project is so important empowers the people, it empowers companies, and it empowers everyone to get together to really move the needle on efforts to affect or to mitigate climate change. And so we really focus on the transition to the circular economy, which basically is zero waste. So we have 4 areas that we're focused on right now: plastics, organics, textile, concrete, and demolition. So we have projects all throughout the barn here where we are trying to divert those from the landfill, reducing our impact, but also what's the next life for a lot of these materials instead of being so wasteful. It has been a wonderful project that gets people really excited and engaged and really empowers them to make differences in their own lives by thinking about things like organics. So we try to we educate people on organics, for example, and not sending that to the landfill because that off-gasses methane, which is one of the worst things for climate change. And so really reducing how much food that we throw away, composting, all different kinds of methods that we're teaching people on how to reduce food waste. So one of the projects that we're working on is textiles. And so we are taking old t-shirts because a lot of people might want your old Grateful Dead t-shirt, but they don't want your old 5K shirt that you ran 5 years ago. So we take those t-shirts and we turn them into sound panels or dog beds. And it takes about 15 to 20 t-shirts to make one sound panel. And once we hit 600 of these sound panels, that's diverting 1 ton from the landfill. So that's one of the things that we're working on in textiles. We also partner with The Bulb, which is a nonprofit that rescues food. So they partner with people like Trader Joe's and Food Lion, and they take nearly expired foods. Volunteers take all the bad foods out and they feed them to the soldier flies, because we do soldier fly composting here. And then they take all the leftover food and they take it to 15 mobile markets around Charlotte and give it to people in need. So that is saving this food from going to the landfill and also getting it to people who need those resources, like food deserts, or they need leafy greens. So it's an awesome project. We also have a glass crusher. So we take glass and we crush it back down to sand, and we have different companies that we're working with using that sand as an aggregate in concrete. And one of the companies has poured several projects around Charlotte using that. That's a great solution because right now it costs more to ship our glass to Atlanta to be turned back into sand than it's worth. Plus you think about the environmental footprint of sending it all the way down to Atlanta. So that's another project that we have here. We have a shipping container that we are growing mushrooms. We also have 100 Gardens, which is an aquaponics lab, which shows you how you can grow fish on the land, which is going to alleviate the pressure of our oceans by growing more fish on the land and using that to grow more leafy greens, which supplies some of our local restaurants. So you've got urban farming here as well. Those are just a few of the examples of what we have going on here. As I mentioned, we also work on plastics. And so right now you cannot curbside recycle these. These are beverage carriers, or for you beer enthusiasts out here, what you carry your beer on, these are called PackTex. This is a number 2 plastic, and right now these would go to the landfill. But instead you bring them to us, we shred them, and then we put them through our extruder and we make really cool bricks. So you can make a tiny home or a shed. You can also turn this into filament with this machine for 3D printers. One of the other things that we do here is we love supporting other groups doing really cool things like the solar butterfly. So we were so excited to host them here and open it up for Charlotte to come by and see all the amazing things that they are doing as well. So it is an exciting project as we drive Charlotte towards zero waste, zero to landfill, and thinking about designing different and a better future for all of us.